Hello, scholars and cyborgs. This is Mr. Marcus, and you're here with Math with Marcus. We're talking about area and perimeter of triangle, and this is also involving decimal operations. And a little bit of a reminder about the three-line procedure, just a way of staying organized and neat when you're doing these area and perimeter problems. So we're going to calculate the area and perimeter of this triangle, and we need the three-line procedure. The three-line procedure asks us to start by writing the formula. That's the first line of the three-line procedure. Just write out the formula for the area of a triangle. So one of the formulas, you can write it in two different ways. One of them is the area equals the base times the height and divide it by 2. The other one you'll see written is area equals half of the base times the height. I'm going to use this one, base times height divided by 2. And so what we need is the base, which is here, the base of the triangle, and the height, which connects the vertex of the triangle to its base at a 90-degree angle. So that's its height. I don't know why it's jumping around like that. So the height is 5 4/10. So the second line is to rewrite the formula, but plugging in these numbers. So 5 4/10 for the height times the base, which is here. So 8 7/10, and we're multiplying. And then when we get that number, we're going to divide it by 2. So off on the side now, I'm going to go ahead and do this calculation. I'm going to take the base and multiply it by the height, and after that, I'm going to divide it by 2. So I'm going to take 8 7/10 times 5 4/10. I'm not lining up the decimals. I'm just lining up these numbers like that was just 87 and 54. They just happen to line up, but I don't need to line them up to multiply these decimals. So multiplying using the standard algorithm, 7 times 4 is 28. Carry the 2. 4 times 8 is 32, plus 2 is 34. I'm going to indent by putting a little x as a placeholder. You can put a 0 if you want. 5 times 7 is 35. Carry the 3. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 3 is 43. Add the digits. We have 8, 9, 6, 4. Now we need to go ahead and make sure our decimal is in the right place. And if I look, there is 1 decimal digit, 2 decimal digits. So there are 2 decimal digits. Right? These are both tenths, so that's 1, 2 decimal digits. So in our answer, we need 2 as well. So 1, 2. So that's not our answer yet, right? That is just the base times the height. So that's that. Now we need to take that number and divide it by 2. So let's take 46 and 98 hundredths and divide it by 2. Some teachers might want you to move the decimal out of the dividend. That's not necessary. You only really don't want it out here in the divisor. So I can actually leave it right there, and I'm just going to bring it up into my answer and go ahead and divide like it wasn't even there. 2 goes into 4 twice. That's a remainder of 0. Bring down the 6. 2 goes into 6 3 times. Another remainder of 0. Bring down the 9. 2 goes into 9 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. Remainder 1. Bring down the 8. 2 goes into 18 9 times. That is half of 46 and 98 hundredths. So what do we got? We've got area equals, so we wrote the formula, plugged in our numbers, and then we now write our answer with the proper units. So 23 and 49 hundredths, and that is square centimeters for the area. Area is measured in squares. Square centimeters. All right, there you go. There you have it. There's the area of that shape. Now we just need the perimeter. So the perimeter is equal to, well, this side plus that side. So the formula is just going to be the first side, or side 1, plus side 2 plus side 3. 3 sides for a triangle, so we're going to add those 3 up. Second line is plug in our numbers. So 6 2/10 plus 9 3/10 plus 8 7/10. Does it matter which one we use as side 1, side 2, and side 3? No, it really does not. Again, so on the side, we're going to go ahead and do our calculations on the side. So I'm taking 6 2/10 plus 9 3/10. I'm being very careful to make sure that the decimal points are lined up here. And then I'm going to add 8 7/10. I'm going to add all those guys together. So 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 2 is 12. And then 9 plus 1 is 10. And then 10 plus 8, 18. 18 plus 6, 24. And just bring the decimal points down. Bring the decimal point down. So perimeter is the distance around the outside. And it's 24 2 centimeters. Not squares, right? It's just how many centimeters along the perimeter on the outside. And that is 24 2/10 centimeters. All right, thanks. Get some practice, and see you guys soon.